Bob Arum cast doubts on Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Will the fight happen? That's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you come in, smash the like button, SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. So Bob Arum did an interview with Fight Hype, and he says, same problem. Spence versus Crawford, it's a big fight. It has a tremendous interest for people who follow boxing, but that doesn't necessarily translate into revenue from pay-per-view, which is the biggest source because of the piracy. The fighters realize how big of a fight it is, and they want to be paid big amounts of money, and the promoter, in this case PBC, has to look at it and say, you know, hey, we'll put it on, we'll give you nice guarantees, but you have to be willing to live with the upside, which the fighters realize now probably will not develop. Again, unless somebody wants to subsidize the fight, I don't know how it gets done, right? He said, if you look at our friends in the UK and they still have robust numbers on the pay-per-view, it's a much smaller cost to get the pay-per-view in the UK, 20 pounds or 25 pounds, 20 or 25 pounds for a really big fight. So they don't bother to steal the thing. They are willing to pay for the fight. But if you are smart, as we do here, having $80 pay-per-views, that's a whole different exercise. The problem is theory if we drop the cost of pay-per-view to $20 to $25. So Bob Arum's solution is to make the fight $25. Now, I wasn't even gonna initially, that's why it took so long. This video is not the newest interview that's out, and I really wasn't even gonna make a video about it because I feel it's foolish. You have Bob Arum, who literally has 0 pay-per-view stars, like people who you could put on pay-per-view and expect any type of number, you know, 300,000 or better, right? 0. And then he's saying to drop the price to 20, 25 bucks. But it's easy to say when you're not really in the top rank at ESPN. They're not even really in the pay-per-view business. I believe probably since the partnership of that ESPN and Top Rank, Bob Arum, maybe the most anticipated fight that they put on was Teofimo Lopez versus Vasily Lomachenko. And if you didn't bother to put that fight on pay-per-view, and I think I read reports saying Bob Arum wanted it to be on pay-per-view, but the network ESPN did not. If that Lomachenko versus Teofimo wasn't the one to put on pay-per-view, then you're going to be hard-pressed to put like really any of your fights on pay-per-view, unless we're talking about a fight with a top-ranked ESPN fighter and possibly a fighter from another network. I'm not talking about like Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis or something like that. But Shakur Stevenson versus Robson Conceição, I don't have a problem with the fight. But again, I don't think it would deliver on pay-per-view because it's not that type of fight, right? If you were going to put a fight on pay-per-view, certainly you would have put Shakur Stevenson versus Valdez on pay-per-view. So seeing how none of these fights were made on ESPN pay-per-view, that's not really their business model. So who is Bob Arum to say, you know, reduce the price? Of course, you're going to spoil the party when you personally don't have any fights or fighters that you could really put on pay-per-view. That's for starters. Second of all, this is a PBC problem. Terence Crawford is suing Bob Arum. He left Top Rank. He's now a free agent. So even in doing, you got to look for the ulterior motives. And even in doing an interview where you're really talking about a fight, why would anyone else care if it's not really any of your business what Crawford does, what Spence does, what PBC does, or who comes up with the money, you know? So it just sounds like hating. And this is some of the tactics that Bob Arum really did with Terence Crawford, whether it's true or not. But once it was pretty apparent that Crawford could be leaving Top Rank, or his days may be numbered with Top Rank, that's when Bob Arum took the gloves off and immediately began to assassinate Crawford's credibility in terms of a star and a draw. And he did interviews saying that Crawford can't sell, I lose money on every Crawford fight, Crawford's not worth the hassle, etc. So this, to me, is kind of a continuation of that. Again, I highly doubt PBC is going to change the price to $20, $25. when you have fights with Andy Ruiz, Luis King Kong Ortiz on Fox, they're not going to make that $20, $25. So if they're not going to make a fight like that, $20 or $25, then I'm pretty sure that Crawford versus Spence won't be $20 to $25. You know, it is what it is. So to me, it just sounds kind of like sour grapes. And because Top Rank and ESPN aren't necessarily in the business of pay-per-view, they're kind of raining on the parade. Because at the end of the day, how is it your responsibility or concern what anyone else does and how they subsidize the fight, how they get the fight done, who has to pay for it, if it's a loss? You like, for me, that's like me worrying about another YouTube channel and how much they make per month. That's pocket watching. You see what I'm saying? Like, I really could care less how much any other YouTube channel makes or doesn't make. How's that going to pay my bills? You see what I'm saying? So if I'm worried about the amount of viewership and these types of things that they're getting per month, then that takes away time from me to be focused on my own business. And I just think like that. So if everybody thought similarly to me, I think the world would be a better place. You know, I really try to mind my business as it pertains to my business, you know. But that's why I didn't make no video about it. Some people wanted me to make a video. I just really don't have too much to say other than that. I don't think Bob Arum will be the end all be all and or the reason the fight does or doesn't happen. So since he has no like bearing on it, then it really, what he believes is the case or whatever doesn't really pertain in this situation. If PBC wants to put up the money and Crawford agrees and Spence agrees, then we have a fight. To me, again, it just sounds like sour grapes. It's my opinion. Let me know how I did in this video. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. And I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.